I wanted to ask you a little bit more about the idea of the energy because plants, herbs obviously have the medicinal properties in a concrete way.
Mhm.
What about in a more spiritual or esoteric way in terms of the energy of being more in touch with nature and that being a healing mechanism in and of itself? Can you speak to that just a bit?
Yes, if you could only do one thing, it would be go outside,
Yeah.
right? If at all possible, go outside, get your feet on the earth. I did my first practice my first 10 years as an herbalist in New York City, right in the heart of the beautiful Isle of Manhattan. And nature is everywhere, right? In the parks, even in the grasses that grow up between the cracks of the sidewalk. Connecting with nature, the way that I do it with herbal medicine and like in the class is going to be through one plant at a time. And it's through engaging your senses, right? So let's think of something maybe easy, everybody knows, something like basil. Imagine, rubbing and sniffing a basil leaf. It's like it's uplifting, right? And of course, we can have it in pesto, right? But we can also have it as a tea. We can have it in so many different ways, but in answering your specific question there, right? So we have basil as a magical plant. All over the world is revered as a plant to help with abundance. Basil as a spiritual ally, again, as I said, it's expansive and uplifting. As a physical ally, it is helpful in colds, flus, viruses, bacterial infections, fungal infections, right? You name it. So, all these different multidimensional levels. And, you really only have to connect with one plant to open the door. And that was how I was taught as well. I was taught to learn, start with one plant that maybe draws you in some way. Your heart feels called. Maybe it's a tree you walk by. You don't even know its name. But I would say, touch a tree, or put your back to a tree and maybe raise one foot and put one foot up against it as you lean into the tree. And it's not hard to connect. What is the most challenging thing for many is simply stopping and taking the time.